Warning, this video will contain spoilers for Power Rangers 2017. Watch at your own risk. I know I'm a few months late to the party, but I finally got around to seeing the 2017 Power Rangers movie. I went into it with moderate expectations. I didn't expect too much, but I also didn't expect it to be terrible, and I ended up really enjoying it. That soundtrack is beautiful. You may have heard the rumors that there were plans to make 7 Power Rangers films, which sounds a little absurd to me. I could see them doing like 4 tops. There's actually a lot of debate as to if a sequel will even happen, due to the movie underperforming at the box office, but the big theory is that DVD and toy sales might be enough to justify a sequel. Today, we'll be taking a look at what I think should be included in a potential sequel to Power Rangers 2017. To start off, let's address the mastodon in the room. This will be getting into spoiler territory, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'd recommend that you do that now. For those who have seen the movie, you'll know about the green power coin held by Rita and the after credits scene where they tease Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. I think it's a given at this point that they will implement the fan favorite Green Ranger into a sequel, if it happens. They teased him by name in the post-credits scene, and Jason David Frank, who played Tommy in the original, even made a cameo in the film. There's even been talks of having a female Green Ranger. It's without a doubt going to happen if a sequel happens. The problem here lies with how they're going to implement him into the group and getting him his Ranger coin. The first film is already an origin story, so you don't want his character to suffer as a result of poor pacing by trying to introduce another major character. They need to introduce him in a way where we get enough development for the character, while also integrating him into the group without it being forced for the sake of the plot. Here's how I think they should do it. It would be similar to the way he was introduced in the TV show, but there will be significant changes. Tommy can start off as a friend of the group, but is then given the Green Ranger coin from Rita. As far as how Rita will return, perhaps start the movie off with Lord Zed finding her frozen on the moon and restoring her somehow. The Rangers will be fighting some putties or something when Tommy shows up as the Green Ranger and starts to fight the group. He'll defeat them, sending them back to Zordon, who will tell them of the whole 6th Ranger thing. Then, sometime later, Tommy will burst into the command center, just like in the show, except this is where he'll start to deviate a bit. Instead of Tommy trashing the place and running, he'll fight the other Rangers again, where they'll defeat him this time, find out his identity, and capture him. This will end the first act of the film, with the second act being more of an explanation as to how Tommy got the coin, Rita's return, and something with Lord Zed. It'll start some major distrust between the group and Tommy, while some of them, namely Kimberly and Jason, might still see the good in Tommy and try to get Zordon to fix him. The second act will be a lot more like the first movie, where it's more about the daily lives of the characters and them dealing with their friend being evil. The third act will be similar to that of the first movie, where the last 30 minutes were just a big brawl, but this time it'll be longer as there's more stuff to throw into the mix. Rita and Lord Zed will attack Angel Grove, Tommy will escape, but will be turned to fight for the Rangers, whether it be by simply defeating Rita or some Deus Ex Machina friendship overcomes evil thing. I think it would make sense because now that the Rangers can morph, Rita would be a lot easier to fight hand to hand, and because getting magic involved would negate the need for a more convoluted plot device. Upon defeating Rita and getting their Green Ranger back, the Rangers now fight Lord Zed and boom, there's your movie. Whether or not this storyline will happen is uncertain, as there are not yet any known plans for a sequel, but only time will tell. Let's not stop there just yet, because there's still the White Ranger and other things they could possibly do, such as Rito Revolto or the Machine Empire. What I think they should do is have a third film where the plot is the Green Ranger becoming the White Ranger and finally defeating Lord Zed. If they decide to do a 4th movie, they could do something with the Zeo Crystal that was so important in the first movie and put it to use through some Morphing Grid plotline that has the Rangers trading in their power coins for Zeo Crystals and do a whole movie for Power Rangers Zeo. From there, I don't know what they could do if they decide to do even more films, but those are my ideas for what I'd like to see in a Power Rangers sequel, and I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. My name is Matt, and check my games. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.